Let's check the categories. I have my chainmail glove that I found. I've got elbow pads, left elbow and right elbow. I've got knee pads, right knee and left knee. And what else we got? Where is my fireman shirt thing? Might still be outside, maybe. Chuck that back on, chuck that back on. She's already got a necklace. I don't know if she comes with a belt. I think they don't come with a belt anymore. Yeah, I didn't think so. And we put on proper pants before. I guess her bandeaus come off already. I didn't think we changed over her shirt, but this is fine. We'll transfer all the same type into here, whatever can fit. And I think my hard hat and crap is still out in the car. Plus I have like additional clothing crap, which can't fit into the thing just yet. Go on the ground because I got to tear up and or clean whatever. Plus I found a couple of sewing kits, which I don't know if they've got anything. There's nothing in that. What about the other one? They don't look like they've got anything in them, but I just want to check. Because if they don't, I can just chuck them on the ground and it's fine. Yeah, those two both look like they're empty. Unequip that. I have a second set of keys, which I guess we're going to go add to the pile, and it's late enough that she could go for a sleep. So I've got a little pile of keys in here that's keeping track of life. Put that in the desk. Alright, so we got first life and second life car key, like general keys and stuff, and I've got my third set on me. Eventually we'll find like a nice key set or something, and I have technically a spare bat, but I'm putting her to sleep first. Get her some sleep, and then we'll finish emptying out the car and stuff off her. What does she wake up for in the middle of the night? You freaking out about? You sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Alright, so she's tense and alarmed. Don't know what's woken her, but it is midnight. As far as I know, there is no zombies near my building. That's fine. She can eat some candy or whatever. Moment. Also, what's her weight range? She's in like low 80s, so she's even lighter than the other chick that we just had, which is interesting because I'll have to keep on that. I could probably make her take like antidepressants or something to make her go to sleep, but I don't want to force that at the moment, and I don't really want to super take her outside into the night at the moment. So just whatever we've got that's kind of medical shit, put that away. She's got that on her already. I've got a lot of clothes and crap to put around as well. So what else have I got that's medical? I guess we've got like that rag box thing here. I can go in here. And I don't know about like yarn and crap, but sure, let's chuck that in there because I feel like that's appropriate. Sweater vests and gloves. I've still got all that crap. I kind of do want to pull like a lot of this shit apart, but it would be thin enough. I don't have a spot for like dry lint and crap either, so that can go on the floor. All right. So I don't want to end up with a massive pile of shit on the floor. Oops, I forgot she needs her torch. There we go. All right. And I don't want to go back outside at the moment. So what have we got in here? I've got like a couple of these like harnessy thingies that we could pick up. We've got like belts. I'll go find like some places where I can put clothing, even if it's like a separate box, because we've got a lot at the moment. I also have a lot of shoes, which her proper shoes and her proper gear may still be in the car. So I'm not going to stress about all that at the moment. We've got all the other clothes that I was putting over here. It's technically like the watch and all that kind of crap. I don't think they were the pants we were working with. I think they were the pants that we were going to work with. Because she could sit down with a torch or whatever, and she could do like a reasonable amount of like reading and stuff, even though it's like the middle of the night. I just don't love that she woke up in the middle of the night. She's not obviously going to go back to sleep unless like I force her to either have a drink or something, which I could do. We've got like a carton of wine here. We could like drink like a quarter of it or something and see if that like helps. Do you need something to open it with? Hands liquids is empty. It does say small wine carton. How much liquids is in it? Oh, it's definitely got stuff. I like that it shows it as a color. That's neat. Can I drink some of it, or do you require like a glass? Hold on, let's go to the kitchen and find a glass. I don't have fancy glasses, I'm pretty sure. I think we just got, at the very best, a very basic glass somewhere. Or I guess I need like an empty carton or an empty can. Maybe. Have I got anything else? There's an empty milk bottle or an empty carton. Can I put it into that and then drink stuff? Maybe. She's very full. But there's an empty tin. I got an empty tin. It could just be a capacity thing. So for some reason I have all this shit, which I don't want on me. That'll be weighing her down quite considerably. Alright, so now that you're not as weighed down, are you able to drink it now? Because I think you weren't able to put it in the inventory. Nope. Okay, well, let's add to the can corner. Let's place more stuff here. I only have like a few of each thing, so this is fine. I want to have like a huge stack of like cans and crap so we can kind of keep an eye on that. And I think I either have it on me or I have it in the car, but we brought home like a box of canned goods. So we'll have even more than what we have on this table once we take a look at what's in that. There'll be another box on the floor then, of course. And chuck that onto table 2. There we go. I expect that this table will eventually snap under the weight of this, but this is fine. We still have sauces and all that shit. I've still got a lot of clothing and crap on me. And kind of just... I've got similar types of foods. I definitely know that this corner, on this corner end here, that one should have a lot of same types. Because we were putting all like the little multiples, like the triples and stuff in this one just because we could. And so it will hold whatever is like in like, you know, little groups. I also have a few plates and shit. Okay, I even have more clothing in there that we got to deal with as well. So she's pretty hungry and we can probably snack on the crackers or whatever. I'll see if I can get her to like drink some wine or something like that so I can calm her ass down and she can go back to sleep. Because it is like the middle of the night and I would like her to sleep. I could also make her take some like medicine or whatever. But ideally, I don't want to do that. Have you got alcohol? I've got like lots of little try things in here too that should be in the box behind me. It's not olive oil. It's definitely not there. It will have to be whatever the cask is. Wherever the cask is. It's over here. Okay. Can you drink some of it now? Yes, you can. Okay. I don't know if I said half or quarter, and I hope I said quarter so she doesn't fucking die from it, because that's just what I need. It's like a double death. Well, you're not in the room, honey. I don't think. There we go. Alright, let's get your ass back to sleep while we can. Let's let you sleep through to the morning so we can actually do shit in the light. And for some reason, she's cold. So we don't want it to be cold. But all of her shit's probably out in the car. So I think she's got too much crap on her at the moment. She probably couldn't bring it in if she wanted to. And that's because we were going to put it all into a miscellaneous box to the best of our abilities. But that one's full. That one's all tools. I don't know about this one, if this has got any space. Can we fit shit in here? Because I feel like you should be able to put stuff in here. I know I've still got like a lot of food on her, but we'll work that out soon. See what we can fit. If we could fit all of it into our box, that would be so great. Because then at least then it's off her. Okay, that looks like all of that fitted, which was great. We still have like a dirty rag on us, which is not ideal. And I saw that I had a different spot for these specific things. So I could move them out of here and go put that in a proper spot. I don't know if sugar cubes were in there, but I guess it can add to the pile. Because yeah, there's this like corner one here that's essentially got all those. So they might as well be in there with them. Sugar can go in there for the moment if it will fit. I've got extra saucepans, which we will need to put outside. And I have like extra cutlery and shit, which, oh yeah, we're putting it on the bench. All right. So we'll put all the knives and shit. I will lose these again at some point, but that's fine. Let's put the empty saucepan up over here for the moment. I didn't realize I had two, but that's okay. Oh, it's only one. Okay, so I have got extra food. I'll see if I can put the extra food away for the moment. I don't know if this is in like category of food, but this is fine. So there's all the food. Chuck that in there for the moment. And that way it can get off me. And I have got a box for like sort of miscellaneous stuff. And I thought I had medical in here, but maybe not. I've got the rag. That's what it was. I was going to put that in here. And then I've got like this little room has like sort of electrical stuff, kind of. It's a kind of a bit of a mishmash of materials and crap in here. So I do want those to go in here, and tools aren't supposed to really be in here, but this is fine for the moment. A flashlight can go back into my thing. And all right, so I've got a couple of books and shit I got to put away. And then I can go find out what else is in the car to at least bring inside. So if I can at least like bring the shit inside, she can kind of like do all the stuff she's got to do in here. I think I've only got it in like the back. We'll try putting it in here for the moment. It's kind of interesting now that she won't be like so easily overloaded like the other girl where I had to do the multiple trips a lot sooner. Plus, a lot of my stuff was what I was wearing is in here. So there is that too. I don't think I put anything just loosely in the car. And is there anything I've got to put out here? Empty pan, yes. I got to chuck that down here so it can collect water. I think they collect water. Pretty sure they do. And yeah, the rest of it's just a bit of my clothing and stuff. So yeah, I'll bring her ass back inside. Sorry. She can sit. I don't want you to rake the floor. Holy shit, just sit on the ground. Pop your hard hat back on and your ice skating thingies. I'm assuming those could have been her boots because they look like they're in good condition. And where was her? There's a fireman's thing. That should be her whole outfit, I think. Give or take. It kind of looks the same except for pants, which must have been put away. Because I only changed those over to like jeans or whatever before we went out. I do believe I took them back. Those ones are baggy. Her ones were like tight. I don't know if it's just pants. Those are in poor condition. She wasn't like in bad condition in that way. There was two things of pants. Long shorts, denim. I would say one of these is hers. And they are effectively equal. Okay. Well, chuck those on because I think they're the ones you were wearing before, give or take. Not quite. I wouldn't mind like throwing on the exact same ones because they were like tight-ankled looking little bastards. Okay. It's whatever she's got is whatever she's got. I don't know where her actual pants are in amongst everything, but yeah, these look like a dusty variant. I assume that either her clothes are somewhere. Or they could be actually one of these. Hang on. Dirty. They are in her other inventory. They don't look like they got blood on it. Turn sideways for a second because I was confused the first time she put them on because they were really skinny. There they are. That's... they just amuse me a little bit because it's a little bit too skinny on the ankle. And it's just, yeah, I find it interesting. All right. Well, I'll put away all the extra clothing that she's got. I do want to still try to do some tailoring shit with that. We'll see what we can do. Because I wanted to take out... thread from all those rags we brought back. But I also really wanted to wash said threads, you know? So... or like the rags or whatever. I wanted to give them a wash before we sort of deal with them because I kind of feel like that's a better way to do that. But again, same issue I've got is I don't have something to burn on. So I can't boil water to clean water, you know. So that is kind of the problem I've got, which was why I was trying to go and find a fireplace, which honestly I probably could have stayed home and maybe not encountered said exact scenario kind of thing. But who knows, maybe I would have done the exact same thing again. So she's got her baseball bat out. We've got like spare stuff. What do we got here? We got like cooking stuff. I can put away the materials and probably the tools and shit if I can carry it. I don't know what to do with that megaphone yet. I assume it works. I do not want to test it because I feel like that's just inviting zombies to my house. But I assume it's the same thing as walking around essentially with like a horn. It's just that I can yell much louder kind of thing. Depends on where I am for how good that works, you know. Let's see if I can chuck this shit into here. I might not be able to carry everything, but that's okay. Jug of vinegar. I still don't really know what to do with that, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. So I think everything is inside. And like I've got what, the 2 firefighting axes and stuff. I do have like a toolbox type scenario over in here, I believe. Sort of, kind of. Semi-yes. Okay, so we've got the hoses and shit, the tools and crap that can go in here. The gardening tool weapony type things can go in here too. I don't see any harm in that. The nightstick weapon can probably go in here. Tool and tool. If it fits, it can go in there. And a lot of this is kind of cooking stuff. When she's done with this, if we've got the box that has the clothing, I think I've got like a few more things for like accessories, like the watches. And I got more of those. No, but I do have to empty out this small backpack too. So if I can equip that as secondary for a second. And also wear my backpack on the, my bum bag on the front. So chuck that into there. Because that obviously gives me like a spare claw hammer. I think I've got my original one marked up. So, yeah. Lunch and luck. Lunch and luck. I don't know why I read that as like launch. And I'm like, interesting. But yeah, no worries. Let's see. I guess I could put the spare bat in here. That wouldn't be realistically any issues. And then I guess those are materials and stuff. And then most of the rest of it, I mean, apart from the hammer, which I keep forgetting to put away, I have got rice, and I saw something in here, the box of canned stuff. I want to place that down next to the other one if I can get her to put it on the floor. There we go. Okay. Not in front of the thing, no love. No. And probably unequip the bag. We'll go put that on the table. Let's see if I can get you to put this somewhere on the floor. Like even over there would probably do. Maybe? There we go. Perfect. All right, that works. And we'll chuck this up in the collection of bags that I can't actively see because darkness. And the hell was that noise? I do not need another jump scare. All right, I should be able to pick up the firefighting axes now. And I want to put water into these things at some point, so that would be ideal. So what I might try to do is I might see if we can maybe get carpentry skills. Since I don't know what we've got to begin with. We've got like a 1. So I guess we have to like read a book probably. Let's move that out of here. I still have a lot of like fresh food and shit on me. But this should be fine. If we could grab a... Oh yeah, fuck. She hasn't watched all the tapes now. Damn. Okay, well we can't exactly do a TV binge session. I do have a generator, but I don't want to run that until I know that there's no zombies in this area. So I kind of want her to read like first aid. She will need like mechanics, first aid. What else we got? We don't have a lot of books. We do have a lot of things to go read. Skill book thingies to read. Where are they? Not the brochures, not those file things. These things. I need you to read basically all of these. I know a couple of those like triples and shit, but this is fine. And she's quite heavy at the moment, mostly because of the rice. If I could just dump off the rice in the kitchen, I could make her do some exercise and she could read for the afternoon. Or alternatively, I could dump off the rice, make her read till nighttime, and then we could do some exercise. So that looks like the tri-shaped fucking corner. Check the flour, the pasta, see if we can fit the rice in here. And maybe like the lentils and crap. I don't know if the lentils and crap are not going to fit. I could put it in the oven, although it runs the risk of when we have power, which is a point. I could potentially throw the power on to cook in the oven. There is that option. I just don't really want to dabble with it at this time. Also, she can eat the cakes. Okay, so I don't have a spot for the welding rods yet, but I guess we could wander over and put those in that other spot. That way she's not still carrying them. I also just realized that maybe what she's hearing is because she's able to hear. My last girl was hard of hearing, so there's probably a bunch of shit that I couldn't hear, like on the regular. So let's sit her ass down in front of, on the couch preferably. So we've got light. And then let's get you to start binge reading all of these. It's also going to teach you how to use a generator and a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't know if I probably should have read like one of the like skill book things to boost it before I start just reading the specific thing, but this is fine. Chuck you into ultra fast forward for that. Probably do mechanics because if I recall right, I do not have carpentry to read, and I don't know if you'll get through 2 books in a day, but let's check you into that. Get you through all the skill books. I think she's going to run out of light before she gets halfway through the mechanics book for the day. I don't know if the other girl had like any like slowness for reading and stuff, but I feel like she used to kind of read relatively slow. And this one's kind of ripping through it, to be fair. I don't know if it could have been like all sorts of things like anxiety and stuff could have been affecting her for all I know. Like she's also still heavy from possibly carrying. Oh yeah, she's still got stuff in here we've got to empty out. Okay. I've got like a couple of things here that I don't quite know what to do with them. I will tummy squeeze, Violet. Thank you. I will also like briefly stretch my hands. No, that's not part of it, but I'm going to do that. What are you up to? I have some water while I think of it too, actually. My person has stuff to read for a moment until nightfall, so she almost got through the book. Sweet. Okay, well, it's time for her to get her exercise on, and then she can go to bed. Carry too much to exercise. Okay, so she's still got too much shit on her. Okay, well, we go put some of this in a cupboard. Hey, what are you up to? There we go. Now I can see. So I kind of want to put like the seed packets and crap in here. Realistically, anything that's kind of materials. I guess that's technically food, and I've got containers, which I really have a spot for it. And I was kind of thinking about the little container that's underneath the, what do you call it? The medical shit, of putting like very, very small containers that I don't want to accidentally keep putting shit into, because that happens. So this little one down the bottom here, I might just put empty small containers in it. I don't think I have any others on me, so this should be fine. I'm pretty good. Because you haven't been able to fall back to sleep so far. Oh yeah. I kind of had a day like that myself. I kind of like woke up and wasn't able to go back to sleep even though I was tired. So I'm a bit tired myself. And so far my game has been jump scaring the shit out of me. So I haven't appreciated that. And then I did the dumb shit where I accidentally killed her. So yeah, that happened. I'm like, I really thought I'd die in a zombie fight. And honestly, we had a couple of spots. It was like, she should die in this zombie fight. And yeah, she didn't die in the zombie fight. I did really well considering I kind of like spun around like a goose kind of thing. But yeah, promptly died. Promptly decided to take a shortcut on a roof and crumpled her. So yeah, she dead. She very dead. But now I've got a new girl who hasn't watched all these VHSs and doesn't have like, you know, hundreds of zombie kills and a lifetime experience doing shit. So yeah. Yeah, there's no light. The power went out when we traveled down to Rosewood. And now that we're back, I have got a generator. She has now read the generator book. I could like start it. My only concern is I haven't fully like ridded this area of zombies. So if I start it up and I've got electricity running and a generator making noise and there are zombies nearby, I will attract them. What I kind of need to do, it's not like super important, but I should do it, is I should grab one of the cars and I should just like roll around the corner and like bark my horn a little bit and just see if I can lure out any zombies in the area and then still do it across the paddock and stuff, because if there are going to be zombies, they'll come to that. And then once they're gone, they're gone. The only problem is like I don't super want to fight zombies tonight, you know? So yeah, it's a lot more spooky this way. Well, it's interesting because like I know my house. I can relatively navigate kind of. Hold on. Yep, no, I'm possibly in the area. Yep, no, I found my way in. No. I know the way around in the dark in this house. Although she will wake up. She's fucking starving to death. I need you to wake up. Yeah, hold on. Let's get you something to eat, like ASAP. I should open up a can of something, but we have like all sorts of shit I could probably make her eat. Like this will get her some weight on her and probably make her very unhappy. I also don't know if I've got water, much water in this house, but I can't remember. I think I've got to be like a carpentry of 4 to be able to do stuff with, that shouldn't be over here. I'm like, I need water, and then I'm like, I don't want to accidentally pick that up because I think she might drink it. But I'll chuck those in here. But yeah, anyway, I'll need to do some carpentry stuff. I will need to get her water. I will need to like feed her properly and shit. I might as well open up a can of something. Let's get you some corn. Let's go sit down. We should have a heap of water in this that she can drink, and we can finish reading her book in a moment. We never got a chance to exercise, so she shouldn't be kind of sore. Let's open up the can first. And then we'll try to read the book. We'll try to finish reading the book that we were reading, ideally. So she wants to eat all of that, and then she wants to finish reading her book. That should stop her from dying, although she is still